welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be doing my first paycheck of October 2020, and we are going to be using the Happy Planner. The girls just want to have funds budget edition, and they do have a new budget Happy Planner out and for 2021. So I do have that one, so I'm trying to see how I'm going to use that for next year, but I will come with a video for that, guys. So first of all, if you want to check out and see how my budget by Paycheck went for the first 2 weeks, please stay tuned. So let's go ahead and go to my October section. I just have this here because, as you guys know, I just use this as a bookmarker, so I don't write on it at all because I don't want it to jack up my book. So let's go ahead and start to fill out our paycheck budget number 1. All right, because I know that you guys like close-up, so let's go ahead and zoom in. Go ahead and start writing our first payday for the month of October. And I know you guys always ask me what type of pens I am using. This time I am using a Sharpie S Gel 0.7 point, and it writes pretty smooth and it dries pretty quickly. It's just a click pen. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know. All right, so for payday we have 10/02/20. All right, and then for this week, for this paycheck here, this will run me from 10/02/20 to 10/15/20. All right, because I always like to keep the payday so I know exactly what I have to do. And my tracker sheet, I already pretty much know what I have. I've done my budgeting so much, so I kind of like remember what I need to put down. So and that's what you can use for your paycheck budget. But you can print this out and put it in whichever order you want to print it in. So for income, we're going to do side hustle, and then we're going to do income. I just mixed the two, and then I'm just going to throw my Etsy in here also. So for that, I had budgeted for $16.25, but my actual was $16.52.20. So I'm just going to do an even $16.53 for that. All right, and then for cash envelopes, and then also for my change, because I do my coin bank change, I didn't budget anything for that because I never know what that's going to be. So I don't even try to guess. I just wait till I do my cash envelope stuffing here, and then that's when I figure out what I can put in this box here. Right, for rollover, and then we have for stuff that I sold on the Facebook yard sale page, we have $225.57. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this was $42.86. And if you're wondering where I got this number from, I got it from here because this was the coin that I had left over from my coin bank that I saved for my cash envelopes, and then this is what I had left over for my cash envelopes. So this is why I always, you guys know that I always end up writing down notes everywhere. All right, so the actual amount was the $225.57. So let's go ahead and add those up to see what we have. All right, so we got 1625, and then we got $225.57, and that will give us a total of $1850.57. And let's go ahead and add our actual. So we got $1,653 plus $42.86 plus $225.57. So we have a total of $1,921.43. All right, so let's go ahead and start filling in our bills. Okay, so what we have is Amazon Prime, and that was due on 10/02. I had budgeted for $12.99 and I paid $12.99. We're gonna do daycare, which was on 10/02, which was awesome. It was on the day that I actually got paid. And you remember that my son is now going to preschool, so that's going to be a little bit more. Well, not a little bit, whole lot more considering my budget. But it is worth it, and his learning and being able to, you know, do things as a kid, a toddler, is more important than an extra $70, or, you know what I'm saying, or $50. So that, and then there was no overage or shortage on that. And I'm sorry, for Amazon Prime, that did come out on 10/02 because that is an auto pay. Then for daycare, that was paid on 10/02, and I wrote a check for that. So next we have Geico, and that is due, that is due on the 4th. So that is for $83.05. So I ended up paying just $84. So that was just an overage of 95 cents. And then that was paid on 10/02, because even though it is due on the 4th, like I told you guys, I'm trying to get to the point where when I get my check, I pay my bills. So I don't have to worry about forgetting anything. But I do have something later on that I did forget, and I'll let you guys know. So we got a Wells credit card that is due on the 4th. That is for $83. And I don't know for some reason why I do this, but I always just put $100 on there. So that's an overage of $17. And then I paid that on 10/02. So next we have Capital One, and that is an auto pay. So I can't do that earlier because that's going to come out automatically. So that will come out on 10/09, and that will be for $45. And that will come out $45. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to this because it's coming out no matter what. No overage or shortage, and that is going to be on the 9th actually. Next we have daycare, and that is on 10/09, and that will be for $140. And I am going to go ahead and write that in for that day because no matter what, have to pay $140 for his daycare, and I don't see me having any days off of this week. All right, and then we have AEP, electric, and then that will be on 10/11, and that is for $189, and that will be $189 because that's how much I paid, no overage or shortage. And then we did that on 10/02. Next we have Brinks, security, and that will come out on the 12th. This is an auto, so that will be for $34.95. The actual will be for $34.95, no overage or shortage, and that will come out on the 12th, and that will come out no matter what. And I have it set up as auto. So then we have Target that I paid. So that was for 10/14. So that was $63. So I actually paid $63. And then that was paid 10/02. And then next we have PayPal. And then that is 10/14. And then that will be for $28, but I always do $30. I don't know why. So that's an overage of $2. And then that was 02. And then we have Netflix, which is 10/14, and this is automatic too. So this is $12.99. So we're going to do $12.99, no overage or shortage. So that will automatically come out on the 14th. All right, so let's go ahead and add up our columns here to see how much we had budgeted for. 140, 83.05, $83, $45, 140, 89, $34.95, $63, $28, and $12.99. All right, so that'll give us a total of $831.98. All right, so now we're going to do actual paid. So it'll be $12.99 plus $140. And like I said, guys, I know this seems like it's repetitive, but like this has helped me so much to kind of like really like pay attention to what I spend and how much I'm paying in bills, and that motivated me to pay off some of my credit cards that I have. All right, so $851.93 is what we have here. All right, so now this is what we budgeted for. So it's just basically $20 more than what we actually paid because I added a little bit of extra to it. So let's go ahead and do our running balance total so we can see what we have left in our checking account to go ahead and do towards our cash envelope. So we got $1921.43 minus $12.99, and make sure that you do the actual and not the budgeted, because the actual is what actually came out of your checking account. So 176, or what is coming out of your checking account. So minus $84, so 168.44 minus 100. So that's 158.44 minus $45. So 153. And I have got to go get my nails did. I'm going to get them done coming up this week. So it's been a month. I go once a month. So you guys will see my nails grown out some, but I don't think I need to just run and get them done just because they're coming down a little bit. That's just how I do it. So, I mean, everybody has what they like. So it doesn't bother me, as long as they're not like chipping all on the end and stuff, looking all crazy. All right, so 63.49 minus $30. All right, so 108.249 and then minus $12.99. So we should have $1,609.56. 50 cents, Tina, not 56. What in the world is going on here? So we're going to put that amount down here, 106.950. All right, so let's go ahead and turn over to the next section. So we're going to subtract this amount, which was, I'm going to go ahead and do that box, which is the total that's left. That's A. That's how much we have left in our checking account to work with. So let's go ahead and subtract, because we've already done this, and I will put the link up top for my cash stuffing video for this paycheck budget worksheet that we did here. So the actual will be $245. So we're going to subtract $245 because it says total left, which is A on the other side, and then minus B, which is the $245, and that is $824.50. And the reason why it's not the $272, guys, is because I just do this for my reference. This is actually sinking funds, so this will actually go over here, and the amounts will show on this spot right here, because I don't want to double my numbers, because my whole budget paycheck worksheet will be jacked up. And so I just do this for myself, so people can do it a different way. All right, so we have $824.50. So now we're going to do our sinking funds here. Funds, we got vacation, and then we have car tires, and then we have property taxes, and then we have emergency funds, and then printer. Okay, so the balance that we had, and where I'm getting this from, is from my past sheet here. I'll show you guys what I have for September. All right, so what I'm getting this from is this here. Is when we did our second paycheck budget, this is what the amounts I had left over: 573, 410, 96, 1250, 30. So that's where that is coming from. That will be on this sheet here. All right, so balance is 573 that I have. Then for car tires, I got 410. Property taxes, we had 96. Emergency funds, $1,250. Printer is $30. All right, so we are going to be adding $30 to vacation. We're going to be adding $31 to my car tires. We're going to be adding $12 to property taxes. Emergency funds, we are going to be doing $50, and to printer, we are going to be adding $15. Once you do this, guys, it's just like your mind remembers it. It's crazy. All right, so vacation, we got 573 plus 30, and that will give us 603. And then for car tires, we got 410. I probably could have added that in my head, but I'm just going to show you. 441. And then property taxes, as you guys saw that we had 108 when we did my cash stuffing. Ooh, what in the world was that? All right, so that's 108. And then we got, this is easy amount. So we got $1,300 for emergency funds, and for printer, we just have $45. So like I told you guys, I like to see my totals. So I'm going to go ahead and add my totals up here. So 573 plus 410 plus 96 plus 1250 plus 30. So before I added this, I had $2,359. And then I am adding, so I'm adding this column here. So 138. And then so the total of all of my sinking funds that I have, drum roll please. So I have $2,496. Oh girl, that ain't no 90. I don't even know where I got that 6 from. Y'all know I just wanted to use this, so that's, I'm just joking. All right, 2497. Okay. All right, so now what we need to do is we take box 1, which is box 1, so that's 824.50, and we're going to subtract box C, which is box C, 138, so that gives us 686.50. So now for savings, I'm going to do, I'm able to do 200 for my savings. So that worked out perfectly. So for savings, I was able to do 200. That's what I wanted to do, because as you can see, my goal for October, let me find my sheet here. So my goal for October, as you guys can see, was to save at least 400 for the month of October. So this is what I use this goal sheet here for. So it really lets me go back to check to make sure that I'm on track. So the budgeted amount was 200, and then the actual amount that I did save in savings was 200. So we're going to subtract box 2, which is this box here, minus box D, which will leave us with 486.50. And then we are going to do for Debt Snowball. So this is for, I'm still writing Capital One. I had paid on that card forever, so every time I think about debt, I just want to put Capital One. So for Discover, we are going to do, I had budgeted for 50, so it was for 42.86. So I wanted to do 50. So from my cushion of my checking account here that I have from rollover in this part of the yard sale that I sold on something on the yard sale page of Facebook. So I took some out of my checking account because I wanted to make sure I stayed on track with my goal. So we got 50 minus the 42.86. So I'm just doing this so you guys can see what I pulled from my checking. So this will be plus the 714. So this will make the $50 that I made. So I had budgeted for 50 and I was determined to pay $50 extra. So like I said, if I can't pay a lot on it, I'm fine with that, because like I said, I've seen that progress does happen even if you do small amounts. All right, so now we're going to do box 3, which is 486.50. All right, minus box 4. Box 4 minus box E is $50. So we have 436.50. Now what we're going to do, we're going to see if this adds up. Keep your finger crossed. So we are going to write that down. So we're going to add up all of our expenses, which is G. So make sure you do G and not your balance. So we have $851.93 plus the cash envelopes, which is $245, plus, I'm sorry for keep flipping my book over, guys, plus the 138, plus the 200, plus the 50. All right, so that'll leave us with $1,484.93. So we need to subtract this to see if this goes with this. Wow, I haven't had this much left over. All right, so okay guys, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have total of $436.50 left over. Okay, so that is a lot for me to have in my checking account now. So I am going to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I didn't think I was going to have this much of an overage, which is like super crazy cool. I am excited. So I need to put this towards, I need to sit down and figure out what I'm going to put it towards. But just a little downer, I do have my car registration that's I forgot about that car registration. So that will be deducted from this $436.50. And that will be, it's actually $40, but if you do it online, it's actually like $39.50, I think. So I am actually going to subtract that $39.50 from this $436. So actually in my account, I will have a cushion of $397 in there. So this is something that I forgot, and I need to start adding it to my property taxes. I need to add that to this when I do my next configuration for my sinking funds. All right, so let's go ahead and update my sinking funds in the back. So let me move this calculator out the way, and we are pretty much done with this here. So this is awesome. This added up. All right, so let's go to our sinking funds page. Let me get my pens here so we can go ahead and update the sinking funds tracker. So I'll have to flip that over to the other side, and for my new printer, I've already done this because this is when I did my cash envelopes stuffing, so that is already completed. So for vacation, let's go ahead and update this. We're going to use this blue here, and then we are going to do 1004. And then y'all remember, this is when I lost my purple pen, but I found it. All right, so we are going to be adding $30 to vacation, so that will leave us with $603, right? And then, not worried about that. So for property taxes, that is already added in there because I did that with my cash stuffing. So this is already updated. So now we need to do my tires. So we're going to do 1004, and then we are going to add $31. So that will have us at $441 for our tires. And it is almost time for me to get my tires, and I'm almost at $500, which was my goal. So I am super excited by the 11th. All right, so the next thing is emergency funds, and that is 1004. All right, and that is 1004, and we are adding $50, and then that will be $1,300. All right, perfect. That is perfect. So we have our sinking funds updated, guys. So thank you so much for chilling with me through this video, this long video, and we have completed our paycheck #1 budget, and I will be back with more videos. So please make sure that you smash that like button, and then also click on that notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any of my videos. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And then also, guys, like I always say, until next time, guys, peace.